As you can see, I'm willing to work hard to get to the bottom of the problems that people face in every part of the 18th District. But I know there are crucial national matters that affect us as well. For example, our country desperately needs leaders willing to act on illegal immigration. Yeah. I say we must secure our borders. What do you say? I say we must enforce our laws and give no amnesty for illegal immigrants. What do you say? Did you know that illegal immigrants are counted as part of the census that counts our population every 10 years?
Yes.
That means that illegal immigrants affect how many representatives each state gets in Congress. Based on current projections, Ohio is slated to lose 2 members of Congress to states like California and Texas, where illegal immigrants run rampant. Do you want illegal immigrants who already use government services and community resources to take our representation too?
No.
I don't either. And I'll go to Washington and make sure the President and my fellow members of Congress know darn well where you and I stand on illegal immigration. We also need a representative who will fight for lower taxes. One of our greatest presidents, Ronald Reagan, once said, "The problem is not that people are taxed too little. The problem is the government spends too much." I say he was right. Do you agree?
Yes.
Entitlements are out of control. Earmarks are out of control. And federal spending is out of control. If Congress thinks I'm going to ask the people of eastern and southeastern Ohio to pay for their expensive habits, they've got another thing coming. In fact, let me show you how tired I am of their broken promises and how they live the high life while expecting you and I to foot the bill. Raise your hands. How many people here are concerned about the rising cost of health care and medical insurance?
Yes.
I am too. Members of Congress get the finest premium medical coverage available. Well, when you send me to Congress, I won't take that coverage. You heard me right. As long as most people in eastern and southeastern Ohio can't afford adequate health care coverage for themselves, I won't make them pay for mine. Someone has to start stopping the perks, privileges, and pork barrel spending. That's not just mortgaging our future, it's threatening it. And when I'm in Washington, I'll stand up and fight every time they want you to pay for their irresponsibility. Finally, this district deserves someone who shares their values. I don't just talk the talk during the campaign season, I've lived it, my whole life. When it comes to protecting the unborn, I'm completely pro-life. And unlike those politicians who talk a good game, I've lived it. Just ask the 2 children I had while I was in college, or the 3 children we've adopted. And as a proud gun owner, I believe in the right to bear arms. And unlike those politicians who talk a good game, I've lived it. Look at my concealed carry permit and my NRA life membership to prove it. And as a conservative Christian, I believe that marriage is only between a man and a woman. And let me be very clear here. I'll stand up against all the big city liberals from Hollywood and San Francisco who try to change the God-given sanctity of marriage. So let me ask you this. Are these the things you want your member of Congress to fight for?
Yes.
Are you ready for a change?
Yes.
So am I. Ronald Reagan, the man who changed the world and helped bring freedom to millions enslaved by communism, once said, "Freedom is the right to question and change the established way of doing things. It's the understanding that allows us to recognize shortcomings and seek solutions." In the spirit of those inspired words of that great Republican, I'm running to change the established way of doing things. I'm running so Congress can recognize its shortcomings And so together, you and I can seek the solutions that will secure for our children the blessings of liberty that our founding fathers fought for, that our brave military heroes died for, and that ordinary Americans like you and I pray for. I'm Jeanette Moll, and my message is simple. It's time, no, it's past time for real change.